healing is not forced to proceed as you would expect. If you're looking for an isolated part to get better, it might be actually that something else has to get better, and then that is carried in with it, carried in train with it. We just don't know. We have to relearn. We have to learn from the perspective of what we've learned. We have to take it all together. If we've learned by piecemeal, let's put it all together. Let's look at the implication, and let's go for it, and let's have as much of that truth as we can bear. And let's get to the point. Let's wait on the word of the Lord. Let's get right. Because if we get right now, then in the trust that good is coming to us, then we'll be ready to receive that good, won't we? If we're ready to receive God's counsel, because we're righteous, we're rightly related to God, we're rightly related to everything, really. But we're rightly related to God, and that helps us to be rightly related to everything in a way that works for us. That's the mystery of it, that's the charisma of it. There's a deliverance now, which brings a deliverance further along the way. And so it unlocks you in the mundane through that spiritual focus. This is a true unlocking, but it's not necessarily a comfortable one if you become comfortable with that which is inferior to it. So try to be comfortable with what's best. And if you feel like you're smattered, that you can't really be yourself in a certain environment, just bring as much joy as you can bring as much happiness as you can bring, because this world is permeated by spiritual forces that are good and spiritual forces that are bad. And which one of those predominates depends on whether or not we live in right agreement to heaven's law. If we live that, then any mystery about how we're supposed to be because of anything in the past life or anything that's on the way, that's in God's hands. You know, God will make the decision about how much rope to give us, about how much line to give us. And so this is the difference, really. So try to be as good as you can be now, and confront any obstacle to that with much good wisdom as you can, as wise as you can do it. And if you need the word of the Lord, then wait for that. Make way for the Lord. Clear the room, lay on the bed, let something come to you. See what God has to say, because that will give you an answer. And if you believe on that answer because you've made way for it, and because it's clear, which is related to that, then that will free you. And if it's still difficult to believe in that answer, then make way for it further. Think about where you want to be next week, next month, next year, and try to get solved.